Hey folks, my name is Alina, or Mechalina online, and I am a mechanical engineer who does 3D modeling every day for her job. So, I'm guessing you clicked on this video because you're interested in learning more about CAD, how does it work, and how to use 3D modeling to build real-life parts, such as this one that I have 3D printed in my hand right here. So, what is CAD? CAD is a short for computer-aided design and essentially is a software tool on your computer that you can use to draw and create 3D shapes. Today I'll be going over specifically the software program SolidWorks and going through more engineering CAD versus more organic CAD found in like game dev and animation such as Blender. So first part of this video, I'll talk you through on the very core basics of how the CAD software works and how you need to approach design to design your parts. And then we'll jump into a quick tutorial on the SolidWorks software where we'll be designing this doodad here, a phone holder. And if you have access to a 3D printer, you'll be able to print it out and use it. Awesome. Let's get started. I wanted to pull my iPad out here to kind of show you what's happening in the CAD software. So you first start with drawing a 2D sketch and an enclosed 2D sketch, and then what we do is apply a feature which turns that 2D sketch into a 3D solid part. The sketch needs to be enclosed, so I'm going to draw a box or a square which is closed out. So we'll start off with a 2D sketch of a square, and then the feature we would apply is an extrude feature. So if you imagine taking this 2D square and then stretching it or extruding it out into space, that's going to then extrude into creating a solid 3D cube. So that's the one big feature that you can do. There's a second feature you can apply to 2D sketches, which is the revolve feature. And so I'm drawing that same square again, and we're going to revolve it. And you have to pick which axes you want to spin or revolve that profile. So here in red, I'm highlighting the axes I want it to revolve into. You can actually kind of imagine this like twirling a small flag in your hand. And drawing this out here, what that would look like, if you imagine spinning that flag 360, which shape will that draw out in space? That's going to end up being a 3D cylinder with that same axis right down the center like this. And so these are the two main features that you're applying to 2D sketches, and you stack up these features to design your final part here. Alright, so next, let's say we took that square, we extruded it, and now we have a 3D box in SolidWorks, but we want to create a through hole throughout the box. So how do we do this in CAD? So what you do is you want to draw a sketch, but you want to draw it on the face of the feature. So you select a sketch plane, which is that selected face here. You can then draw that circle and then do something called a cut extrude, where you are now removing material to be able to create that final hole. So this circle is it's another 2D sketch that's located on the face, and then you can do that cut extrude command, which will then create that hole. And so CAD is all about creating solids, adding material, and then removing material with these features. Alright, so knowing what we know on how the CAD software works, let's take a look at the part we're about to design. So again, here is the phone holder piece that we're going to design, and let's take a look on how you can design this. There's multiple ways, probably hundreds of ways you can design any part, but let's just see what's the most simple way to design this part. So looking at the profile here, you can see that there is a profile shape here. And looking at here, this is a isometric view here, a side view. We can see that this shape is just simply extruded out in one direction. And so looking at this part here, we're going to be creating one sketch, and we'll be doing one extrude feature to make this part.